Captain Noah Lynk here with Noah's Ark Charters, fishing out of Cape Point Marina on Harkers Island, North Carolina. And what we're here to talk about is the springtime run of the big chopper bluefish. And I'm talking bluefish that are between 8 and say 15 to 18 pounds. They usually come in around the 1st to the middle of May, and they'll be gone right around the first week or so of June, usually. Give or take a little bit there, but what we're going to talk about is the gear that I use to catch these fish and how I go about finding them, because that is basically the secret to these. Now, first thing that I want to talk about as far as finding them, you're going to need a really good pair of polarized sunglasses. I use the Calcutta Discover Series glasses. They're quite nice, but that's what you're going to need. You're going to need a good pair of those because you're going to be looking for these schools of fish in the water. They're going to be up in shallow water most of the time. They're going to be in usually between 2 and maybe 5 feet of water, and sometimes they'll be schooled in by the hundreds. What I'm going to be using when I get up on these fish, I love to use poppers and slow sinking lures. You can't use anything small. If you use something, say like this, that you would throw to a normal bluefish, he's not going to hit it. These guys want a meal, so you're going to have to throw something good size to them. And what I'm throwing, I'm going to be throwing the Halco series of lures, the Sly Dog, the Halco Cigar, and the Halco Rooster Popper. These are really good, high quality lures, and that's what you want when you're catching these big fish. Also going to be throwing the Savage Gear Salt topwater lure, as well as the new Savage Gear Max Sticks. These are all really good baits. They have top of the line hooks. Everything on them is built for big game. Now, the rod that I'm going to be using, I love to go light tackle. I'm a light tackle junkie, so I'm going to be using the 7'6" Star Sequence rod in about the 14-pound class and about a 3 to 4,000 series reel. Be using 30-pound P-line fluorocarbon for a leader, but these lures are big enough where they're really not going to choke these down. By the time they get that lure, maybe the second hook in them, they can't get to the line, to the leader to cut it. So that's the trick there. I'm using 15-pound Finn's Wind Tamer line, but I'm going out, I'm stalking the flats out around Cape Lookout, out on the shoals, down up near Atlantic Beach. I'm up on the flats. I'm looking in the shallow water for these big schools of fish. That is where you're going to find them. When you do, you just make a good cast up into them. Doesn't matter if there's 1 or 100, you got a good shot at catching them. It's probably some of the most fun shallow water fishing that I've ever had here along the North Carolina coast. These are monster fish. They love to jump, dance on the water. It's just a ton of fun. Remember, they come in anywhere from the 1st of May to middle of May. They're going to be working up in the shallow water on the flats. It's the most fun you'll ever have with a fishing rod.